loves football, and football is his life. So that's all that he understands.
Ili out bezikwenza ukuthi noma uphethe i5 bophi yokugcina or ishumi lokugcina ugijima eOrlando Stadium beke entswembu. We all know him edlala ku-Orlando Pirates angithi. Yeah, he middle fielder. He was a crowd favorite.
Malloy lacks nothing for crowd support.
So we skillful player, stylish player, flashy player which may say Shibobo, Ivala, yonke lento esizifunayo. Uma ngisuka ngeground bengiyela yona ukuthi ufike ubheke ukuthi uShabani kwetla, uShabani ngevala, umuntu onjalo. Buke out beyinso umbethi vala ifake esikhaleni net.
Uyabona ku heading. Hayi bekuyi pre-war. Ushaya lapha ekhoneni kwakhona. Sure. Wamiyeka futhi waya lapha ngaku 18 khohlwa. Halasha.
And it's in the back of the net.
Tebogo is a noma ubomfaka as a sub, what we call an impact player khona manje. Or a starter in a game, you know to somebody on a play, somebody who creative, somebody who can win the game for you.
Tebogo Mloyi was born in Rockville, Kosovo, and I believe that township was supposed to have been South America because of Rockville produced a lot of great players. Trevor Mtimkulu, Peter Msimani, Black Sunday Masikhela, and the late Achichuluga Khatebe. So everybody go Rockville had this thing that football is the thing. In the family, there's all my uncles and aunts, they are graduates, Babadili. And only my dad and my other aunt Yvonne, they loved sports.
Papa eki Chipa Mloyi. Whatever usually I'm told you how eli mutu o killing aba successful mopolo. We always take it that it's possible, or we can follow the footsteps.
You know, after he had noticed or being aware that his father was a well-known soccerite, he took after that, and the father had to mold him, you know, just like his grandfather had molded his father.
Elka was the maker of all stadiums, Mosoweto. So you'd find all these stars coming there to train, and these guys that used to play there, they were marvelous. And the way that they played football, they played it as if they're listening to music, you know, they would make the ball listen to them. And, you know, you grow up in front of these people, you want to emulate our goals.
Once again, Wolves in the second half.
You know, being the son of Sambolo or Leopoldo, I was always under pressure, and at some point I was not even taken seriously. And at higher primary, I was forced to play for the A team because of the pressure that I had. And the reason why I was forced was that Mtofi Kumalo and Gold Power Makel, they were working for a company, Hewlett's. And you know, there was that slogan, sugar gives you go. And they wanted the boy, Oka Hedang, Polo 10 or 15 times without dropping it. You know, I was taught how to hit the ball. Then I just carried on and on and on and on. And Mtofi Kumalo was impressed, but he didn't know Rikimwanamang.
We were identified as professional players because we could play soccer, we had talent. You know, that's the difference. You find a lot of players, they play in the PSL, all because Bahulela development.
We showed him how to be able to control a ball. We started off with his Pacey's Tebogo's father, Pacey, using a balloon as a way of directing the football. You know how to control the ball with your head and so on. So Tebogo took up those hints as well. You know, for as you will have noticed, he was very good at heading too. And this is one thing that both of us, Tebogo's father, Pacey, and myself, were good at.
Immediately extends his hand to Tebogo Malloy.
that is when things started to be a little bit easier for me because Colombo, but outside school it was difficult. I couldn't make it into a lot of divisions to play because of I was always been but one teaser or I went and you know Rockville Ribu Africans and you know you know it sounds okay, but now Africans about just a PS it was really terrible. It was really terrible. About just a PS kura what you I know ya khana total itloel.
When the father retired from soccer, they moved to Mafikeng. The father had a coaching job in the Buputatswana homeland.
Now when I got there, nobody knew who I was. The parents, whenever they were who my father was, but now they didn't know. The kids didn't know Wanamang and Kitlakaing, and it was easy for me to blend in and fit in Lebanon. You know, we were the first kids to go to a Model C school at the time because of now it's a homeland. Everybody is equal. There's equality to education now. You know, I see a lot of different sports, and then I got to play tennis, and I loved tennis, and I think tennis honed my mobility because of I was very slow. Now tennis you learn to at least to gain an extra yard here and there. So there was a guy there's a book in Soweto, the uprising. He comes from Orlando Stadium. There's a picture of this guy who threw a ball, Modima the head, and then he's walking out of Orlando Stadium now. He also relocated to Mafikeng. So now he sees me playing challenge during the week, come weekends, Kelala tennis. So he said, no, I can't do that. I must stick to football. So that is how now I started really now showing talent in Lenyona. When I was 15, we were playing in the national team, and Morocco Solos came as guests to play against us during the Independence Day, and they wanted to sign me. And my father said, no, I must finish first my school. Then when I was 16, my team gets to play against Bloemfontein Celtic after they won the Mainstay Cup. Against Wenes Chirali, Itin Katango, Datamlimel wanted to take me there. And my dad again, he said, no, school first. And then when I was 17, he invited Pirates to come and play against us. That is where I met Ace Kuse. And I think Ace Kuse and Kilam Kwanazi, they are the ones that really influenced me to want to join Pirates, because you know at that time Neril Dintoana and one of Dintona two the Lalang Pirates, but that day they didn't play. After the game, Eskusa said to me, Chalal Tamala solely ready to the Pirates. But they didn't know Hore. During school holidays, I would come more Joburg and I would be training the Cosmos. So a lot of my development football stages, they should be credited to Webster Lichaba and Lejomo. And, growing amongst Black Sunday, Pizzo, KK, it was awesome because of I admired these people from watching them Badlalako Elk. So for now, it was an honor for me.
I remember several times Cosmos, Cosmos. And before the game, he will come to the change room. And then Haketswa Otla Blela Tebo, no Kitliste like Tidium for Josin, because not Hore. Whatever that I will be doing, Tebo can learn from it.
Been out with injury for some while. He'll add to more bite to the midfield.
I was made to join Pirates. by the late Mzwandile Malgas, who was very close to my father. And when the Cosmos Kumbi came to fetch me one day on a Monday, he arrived there. I don't know what he was coming to do, Korokville, but he chased the Cosmos Kumbi away from my grandmother's house, because whenever I came this side, I would go my granny's house. So he called my father, a landline, and he told him that he's taking me there and there straight to the Pirates training ground. And that is how I went to go and train the Pirates, and I couldn't do anything. I didn't feel like a Pirates the first day. It was difficult, but not training-wise or playing-wise, off the field. Because you must know, Pirates was a team of Mapanzola. People by Longore, they are hardcore. And Pam, your SKLs, your whatever, maybe you see. Now, because of my idol was Maradona, 1986, he had scored, got a hand of God, and 86, that is when I went and pierced my ear. I remember Metro Blitz, Mandlas Tolle, he said, Niltata Pile Punk, because, that time also the jeans nearly the stonewash. So I had a stonewash jean and my big earring, and Mandla was like, hey, and I must go. Now the other guys that saw me when they were playing the friendly against us, they knew I could play. So after 5 minutes, Manda became my best friend, because I was making life easy for him. It was the first time, in the first 5 minutes, Manda had already taken 3 shots from the passes second that 11v11, and from there on, and then I became a favorite. There are a lot of players around. Playing for Pirates was a challenge for me because of Neketa my metric, Kiloko Mafike. And a lot of people really don't know that I had to train on my own, Monday to Friday.
We fetch him on a Friday to come and play on a Saturday. After the game, take him back to Mafi game, because his father didn't want to say, because you are playing soccer, you can forget about school. No.
What used to surprise me was that I fitted in the guys that I played with without even training le bona. Neke trainer Mafikeng, neke le regular. 1988, ke tla mo Jozi, ke a train le bona. I don't get to become a regular. I get to be one day I start, one day I'm on the bench. Now I don't understand what was actually happening. Did the coach not see what the previous coach saw in me, or it was a very confusing period.
He's a very sensitive person, and he needed to, all the time when coaches talked to him, he needed his special time that they should engage with him so that he can understand Barring. So that sort of worked him up, and it was very difficult to perform the way he wanted.
It left a question mark to say that, is there something wrong? The then coach, Walter da Silva, couldn't see the talent that Jingles Pereira, another Portuguese man. I was fortunate that at that age, I coach and my Portuguese that's a polo. So it was a conflict of interest to say, if Jingles could use me, now here comes Walter. He doesn't use me, he uses me sparingly. So it was confusing.
Then to get there, finishing in order, Trevor.
My first game that I really now realized that I became a Talinyabona was when I played my game against Kaizer Chiefs, go Ellis Park. Because after that game, when my dad wanted me to come back and finish off my matric, the supporters, they were really up in arms. But no. Gana kena skolo kamo, and I'll finish my matric, Momo Jozi. And that's when I realized, I mean a lot to these people. That was actually the first derby at Ellis Park, the user spectacular. But I didn't take it like it's the first derby. The real first derby for Nna was go Orlando. Because, you know, as a youngster growing up, on TV, there's the supporter around the touchline and the grandstand, you know, the stadium gets to be packed. So go Orlando, I seriously had butterflies. And I think that is the real game, it really put me to test to say, am I ready or not? I was a schoolboy, Mafikeng, and coming to play Mojozi. Now I'm getting a sort of like different treatment from the school kids because of I'm the only boy in the whole of Uputatswana now, playing for one of the most biggest teams in the country. And you must know that time on Fridays, sometimes when you buy the Sowetan, there's a picture of mine, Kamumrao, and also when we played Chiefs, the Mainstay Cup semi-final, I scored a goal in the early stages. And that day, I tormented Kaizer Chiefs. And only thanks to Teenage Lala, who was my football childhood hero. And he had given me special boots, Nelson Teenage Potato Lala. And he said to me, these are the boots that I want you to use in 2 weeks' time when you play against Chiefs.
I mean, they used to shine. They used to stand against everyone to make sure that they get recognized.
Still Pirates. Once again.
I can remember a match. I'm not too sure what team they were playing against, and I think he scored in that match.
And a chance there, and it's in the back of the net. And Orlando Pirates have pulled one back.
And he scored a very brilliant goal. Sorry. I could remember how emotional I became when his father played soccer. So I could remember when I saw him scoring goals, and it came back to me that here was a boy just following in the footsteps of his father.
I must say thanks to my father because of he grounded me. And that is why you hear everywhere more young. I'm not called Tebogo, Chipa, Muloy, what, no. Because of whenever we went for our grocery shopping and people would be saying, hey, Chipa, and it said to me that they're not calling you, they're calling the real owner or Livizulela Chipa. So I think that showed me that I needed to be humble and understand that the name doesn't belong to me.
I should say that his father was a strict person, following the grandfather Tebogo, who used to be a boxing trainer. He used to be a disciplinarian, and Percy took up from him when he had his son. He took over those traits to discipline the children.
You know, and if they bring you down very, very quickly and they make you to toe the line. The passing away of my father was a big blow to me. 1987, November. And that's the time that I had just scored this beautiful goal against Chiefs. Now, 2 weeks down the line, he passes away. Now, I'm at the pinnacle. Yeah, my first season. It's close to December, whereby now we must start a new chapter, my football career, where he's is supposed to teach me a lot of things that I don't know about football, about life.
Interesting enough, he buried his father on Saturday. On Sunday, he was in the field of play, playing for Pirates, you know. So he was caught up in between, do I mourn the passing of my father, or do I take my responsibility as a grown-up person and do my work as playing football? And he chose both.
I had now to graft. I had now to do certain things. And, you know, lucky enough, Jomo explained to me, you're getting things for free. If you want those things for free, you need to work hard and get somebody to see your talent. And then o tla thola sponsorship, and then o tla kgona thola dintho tse for free, just like Itama Lao.
When Tebogo had his chance, he went overseas to the family. It was a sense of pride that the family had.
He ended up playing for Colombia, and that was where he wanted to be, because he sort of understood Brazil mostly. You know, we would watch Giants of Brazil together and understand how Pele would play, you know, all those things. So we got inculcated into the South American football.
Now, when you talk of Colombia, they didn't know who Chipa was. They knew Tebogo Mloyi, and they knew me for me, and they loved me for me. And that is where I felt the love. That is where I felt the warmth and being able to be recognized for who I am and what I can do, and to be given the number 10 shirt in South America. It's an honor, because of you know that Pele was number 10 shirt, and he made it to become a badge of honor for South America. And now when I joined that team, I was given that number 10 shirt to say, you are going to be our playmaker. As a player, I feel that I have achieved a lot, but as a upcoming and growing coach, I think that I still have a lot to do, and I just feel that a lot of us, if we can understand that coaching, it is like being a teacher, and we must teach a lot of our youngsters.
I notice how technical he's become about the game. I can see growth, you know, how the boy has developed, and what an asset he could become in this country to develop young talents as well.
Football is fun. You must go out there, enjoy it, forget the problems that you have, and have lots of fun. That is why I'm very surprised to hear players saying, I'm going out there to prove, I'm going out there with determination. And no, you must go out there and go and enjoy the game.